In this video, we're going to be talking about the latest drama in the ongoing efforts to reopen Disneyland, and also some of the efforts going on to prepare the parks for when the reopening finally does happen. Hey there, my name's Eric D. And on this channel, my hope is always to make your next Disney adventure a little bit more magical with tips and tricks, food reviews, and news. So if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. But I thought we'd start off this week with the fun stuff, which I always think is seeing some of the sightings of Disneyland preparing to reopen. And so our friends over at Anaheim Park Tourists spotted the Pixar Pal-Around, formerly Mickey's Fun Wheel, and the Incredicoaster all lit up at night. And while different areas of the park have been lit up for a while now, it was fun to see Pixar Pier coming to life again. Down below I'll link you to their Twitter account and also to their YouTube channel. And over at Paul's Theme Park Adventures, Paul has pictures and videos of the social distancing markers they've added leading up to the Disneyland turnstiles. So for me, this was pretty exciting because we all know this is something that has to be in place before reopening can happen. Now, they may have just been putting these markers down because there were multiple reports on social media that Disney was filming reopening material this week, where they had guests standing at those markers and then walking up to the gates where they had them open and cast members pretending to kind of scan their passes and things like that. So maybe those social distancing markers were just there for filming this week, but still very exciting to see. And down below, I will link you to Paul's Instagram and to his YouTube channel. He is there at the Disneyland Resort a lot and checking out things, so he has a lot of great updates. So I would definitely recommend checking out his YouTube channel and his Instagram. And now let's get on to the drama that seems to be going every week about the guidelines. And the update for this week is no guidelines, but we did hear a lot more from Disney this week. Last week we discussed how the city of Anaheim and Orange County leaders had a press conference asking for the guidelines. Well, this week Disney had a special virtual press conference for invited media, and their focus was on their safety procedures during COVID-19. They had several of the vice presidents from Walt Disney World share about the policies and procedures in place to help keep people safe, and how they've improved and enhanced those over time, giving examples like how they no longer allow guests to wear neck gaiters, and also the example of no longer allowing guests to walk and eat at the same time, like with snacks. They ended the virtual press conference with Josh D'Amaro saying, "And lastly, to our California government officials, particularly at the state level, I encourage you to treat the theme parks like you would other sectors, and help us reopen. We need guidelines that are fair and equitable, so that we can better understand our future and chart a path towards reopening. The longer we wait, the more devastating the impact will be on Orange County and Anaheim communities, and the tens of thousands of people who rely on us for employment. With the right guidelines and our years of operations experience, I'm confident that we can restart and get people back to work. We're ready, and more importantly, it's time." So that was Josh being pretty straightforward and getting Disney's feelings out there pretty loud and clear. And I've heard some people say, why did Disney do it with a virtual press conference? Why would they go about it this way to the media? But within a few hours, I think it was pretty clear why they went to the media, because there were a lot of news stories and a lot of media outlets all carrying the same story of Disneyland is ready to reopen. The state is not giving the guidelines. Why won't the state give the guidelines? Disneyland's ready to open. So I think Disney has been trying to reach out to the state because they haven't been getting what they want from the state or hearing from the state. They went to the media to have that added pressure being put on there. So we'll see how that works out over the next week. The next day, the governor had another press conference, and that day, he did not talk about theme parks at all. But he did stand in front of the old California letters. Remember the ones that used to be in front of California Adventure? Disney donated those letters to the Friends of the California State Fair, where they now sit at the entrance of the Cal Expo. So it was probably just a funny coincidence. But if that was on purpose, that is some next level trolling by the governor. But once again, probably just a coincidence, but no mention of theme parks that day. And Disney continues to speak to the media about this situation because on September 24th, the president of Disneyland Resort had an interview with the Orange County Register where he said, "We are ready to open responsibly. It is the time to open responsibly, and it's important to open responsibly. Without those guidelines, we're quite honestly in limbo. We've been waiting for guidelines from the governor's office. We've made many recommendations as to what those protocols should be. We've offered to help with guidance so that we can get to a place that would be reasonable for us to open. Unfortunately, we haven't received that guidance. We continue to read things from the governor's office and press clippings that talk about guidance is imminent and coming soon, and we're really close. I hope that's true. The governor used the term negotiating with the amusement park industry in one of his quotes, and I hope it's not a negotiation. I hope it's a good collaboration, and that's what we're attempting to achieve. I'll put the link to the full Orange County Register article in the description below, and the pressure keeps coming from all over the place to the state, because the Reopen OC Now and the Anaheim Chamber of Commerce just released a commercial encouraging people to tell the governor to reawaken our region by providing the guidelines. So there's your weekly update on the reopening drama, and while I keep hoping that soon really does mean that the guidelines are coming soon, yesterday it was announced that California has passed 800,000 cases of COVID. So when I see headlines like that, I'm just not sure if the governor and his office are going to be thrilled about opening the theme parks. To end on a happy note, Disneyland has added a new art installation to downtown Disney in honor of the star of Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman. It was created by former Disney Imagineer Nicholas Smith, who said, "As a former Disney Imagineer, I had the honor of working on a major children's hospital initiative and Adventures Campus as my final 2 assignments. Seeing Chadwick's heart for people in person, and later discovering his courageous battle with cancer, I was inspired to create this tribute to honor his life and legacy. To us, he was and always will be T'Challa. Long live the king." So I thought that was pretty cool that they added that to downtown Disney, and you can see that currently there. They didn't say how long that will be up, but very cool that they have that there now. So in the comments below, I would love to hear your guesses of when will the guidelines come. When is Governor Newsom going to give those? Or do you think the answer is going to be, you know what, they're not coming? So I would love to hear your guesses in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, and we'll see y'all again real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.